All right, this is going to be a welding series. I haven't welded in welded, that past tense. I haven't welded in probably, see, I just turned 38, 20 years. And the last time I welded was with an arc welder. Today, we're going to learn how to weld with a flux welder. I got this whole setup, all this stuff, under $300. I'll show you the receipt from Harbor Freight. We've got a welding table, gloves, although these are advertised as MIG gloves. They only had two options. These are the more expensive. Welding helmet, auto darkening, and a flux welder. If you need to know the difference between flux, MIG, TIG, and arc, I'll show you a link to another video that's great, or just an article if you'd rather read it. This is a gasless welder, but the welder needs to be used outside. Luckily, we're in a larger detached garage door, fans. We're gonna weld towards the door, and we should be all right. First, let's get everything set up. All right, first thing we're gonna do is assemble our welding table. This is adjustable. As you can tell in the picture right here, you can actually link two of these together. Welding tables are great. You're gonna hook the negative cable onto that table. It's metal, and then when your item is on there, all of the doodads, electrodes, blah, 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 conduct, non-conduct, whatever you want to call it. I'm not going to explain the science behind it, but this is going to be a pretty cool table. I think it was normally $99 or $89, somewhere around there. I got it on the parking lot sale, and it was $20 off, maybe $30 for sure, though. You'll see on the receipt, I paid $70 for this thing. So let's get that assembled first. You have two different bolts with the hex. See this size difference? You're going to save these for the yellow handles. For these right here, you're going to use the longer one to go in there. And if you use the short one, it won't be able to screw in. There you go, they'll fit in like that, right? And then they'll screw into the sides. And that'll adjust the tilt of your table. These shorter ones go through the legs. 30 minutes, 25, somewhere around there. I think we should be good to go. Now we can tighten everything up. Show you something. When assembling these legs down here, it does not tell you to do bolt, washer on this side, and then nut washer on this side. But if you see all the spare washers down here on the ground, you have enough to do that. So you should do bolt with the washer through it, put it through the leg, and then nut and washer on the other side. I have spares, so that's what they're intended for, but that's not in the directions. Also, right here, I'll just show you. We can lower this. Right here is a really long bolt with a Phillips head. It's not a hex like this, right? On a hex, it's a Phillips head. It's not listed as a Phillips head on the instructions. They're listed by the length in millimeters. So you have two Phillips heads. It seems like they go here. That makes the most sense. Here's your spare bolts, or I'm sorry, your spare washers right here. You can put them on that side right there, and then you still have enough for right there. These two, not sure where these go. Kind of looking all around. I don't see where they would go. Everything that should, see that this is just loose right there. Everything else looks like it is where it should be. Height of this doesn't adjust, but I'm 6'2". It should be tall enough. Pretty cool, man. For 70 bucks out the door, assembled in 30 minutes. That's pretty cool. All right, let's move on to our welder. All right, never used a flux welder. I understand the idea of it. Let's see what it looks like. I had to turn on that other AC. August, South Texas. It is hot. Oh, it came with instructions. Was generous. Steel brush, steel wire brush. I was gonna buy one too. We got it. Your go handle. Something important. I don't know what this is. Oh, maybe for your, no, it's not for that. It's a shade. Your eyes? Oh no. Might have looked really stupid just now doing that. You know, came with a mask. Look at this. Holy smokes. So technically, I didn't even need to buy that mask. Praise God I did, because this requires the use of one of your hands and a brain more powerful than mine to get it going. Ooh, there we go. How about that? Well, that's a gem. I'm going to raise this up. No, not right there. Don't mind my squat rack here. Okay. That's really cute. That's great. Put it right there for safekeeping, huh? All right. Look at this. This is adorable. It looks like a handle goes there. This one. That out of the way for now. All right, there's instructions. Remove tip before feeding wire through. Okay. We're going to remove the tip. Okay. This thing right here just kind of spins. Steel wire brush. I don't know what this metal tip is right here. Maybe? Okay. Let's put this tip back on because I don't want to drop it. Well, it's kind of showing me two different options. No, it's not. Notched drops into slot on cover here. Right? It does. However, so it looks like this is going to require this screw, but it needs a little bolt on the other side, and I'm not sure how we. Does this lift up? Oh, that lifts up. Now we're cooking. Okay. We got a couple of screws and washers. Oh, wait a minute. Didn't snap in all the way here. There we go. Okay. Hold that thought. What'd you do with my socket set? Did you move it? All right. Alright, we're almost in business here. There we go. We're set up, baby. We are set up. Now, let's read the instructions. There's a little brass looking fitting right here that was in this bag. I don't know what that is for yet, but I'm going to move you over here. First of all, you see that? That's a Flowmaster Keurig. You see that? It's custom. It's got a lope in it. All right. So when you open this thing up, where did I see it? Oh, right here. You're gonna press this little button, one-handed, and then it's going to show you how to feed the wire through. Now I thought that I read that it came with wire. It did not. But I did buy wire. Let me go find it. Okay. This is what we're gonna weld on here in a little bit. believe it's a form of stainless. I don't know. I think there's two variants of stainless, but this is all extra parts from the exhaust that I built on my Bronco. And with this, we're gonna rebuild the entire exhaust. But first, let's directly, also I bought this Vulcan. You see that clearly? This is the highest rated stuff at Harbor Freight, and seems to be the right stuff. Okay, now let's read about how to get it running. Okay, turn it off. We got the cover open. Here's our wire spool. We're going to loosen this wire spool. And there's a spring. Set it all right there. All right, let's open this up. Looks like maybe it would start right here. Seems about right. Okay. Okay. Then it also says, you can see right here, the direction. You want it to feed this direction into here. Okay. Let's put this back together. Spring is in there. Okay. Kind of feel that tension in the spring. Feel the tension. Yeah. Okay. I don't know how loose. Okay. Here we go. Remove knob will place the new flux cooler wire spool over the spool spindle. To prevent wire feed problems, set the spool so that it will unwind counterclockwise. That's counterclockwise. There we go. Replace the top plate as shown, the spring and the knob. The wire must unwind in this direction. Yep, we should be good. Okay. Do not touch the gun's trigger. Plug the power cord in until it's electrical, blah, blah, blah. Let's grab a So this says we need to connect it to a dedicated 20 amp circuit. Prevent nuisance circuit breaker tripping. Okay, I don't know that I have a 20 amp dedicated in here. Okay, let's change our angle here, huh? Maybe not. Maybe right here is good. Now, All right, point the trigger away from all objects. Turn on. All right, we've got a green light. Can you hear that? Point the gun, welding wire. Okay. Wire liner may come out of the welding wire. This is normal. Just push the wire liner back into the gun. I'm gonna flip this to minimum. That's the speed. Oh, that's another tip. So this came in this bag. It's another spare. Another spare? Not another spare. A spare tip. Okay? Okay, so it didn't say to feed this in yet, but it's telling me that it should be feeding. Yes, it did. I skipped a page right here. All right, let's turn this off. Okay, I've never loaded flux wire before, and I made a couple of mistakes, but I'm going to essentially show you how to do it. Okay, this right here, you're going to turn counterclockwise, and it's going to loosen tension. You're going to lift this up, and then this is going to swing outwards. Then your wire, which I clipped because it's kind of bent, clipped it, keeping the tension on this wire so it doesn't all spool out, will feed into this and then down into there. Guide it with your finger, push it in there a little bit, and then put all the tension on it. Turn this back, flip this through, and then it's all there. Flip your machine on, and then as you squeeze this, there you go. And I have it on the slowest setting. Okay, so that's all set up. Okay, and it's saying to remove all of this. And we're gonna feed the wire through. Still going. Yep, you feel it coming through here. There we go. Okay, flip this off. Line all that through. Yeah, you would definitely need to take this all apart in order for it to all fit. Okay. There we go, man. We're operational. You see that? Oh, let's flip it back on. There we go. Turn the machine back off here. Spare part is gonna get lost. I'll put it in my pocket for now. Now, the basics. How do we weld? Okay, to check the wire's drive tension, feed the wire against a piece of wood from 2 to 3 inches away. If the wire stops instead of bending, turn the welder off, unplug it, slightly tighten the wire tension or feed, and try again. If the wire bends from the feed tension, then the tension is right. Okay. Put this up. I got a block of wood everywhere. Okay. Okay. Let's nip this to off or off. Okay. Throw that in the trash. Or you can leave it out for your kids to step on. Right? Okay, flip it back on. Incrementally increase tension until wire bends. Okay, you need to increase tension. It is not bending. Turn the welder off. Ah, geez. Wow, that just popped off. Okay. Okay. Our wire bent. Can you see that all right? Okay. I ran into feed issues, right? Coming out of here. And then it felt like it was jammed, like it wouldn't feed through, but it was coming through right here. So then I took off this cover right here. Sorry, this cover right here. Took that off, and it was all built up about, let's see, where did it go? This much line was all built up in right there. So if it is not coming through, stop running it. Pull this cover off. This is the line. I took this handle off too to see how it was kind of assembled. And this little cable that your flux cord runs through, right there, it was starting to push through this way because all of this line was getting built up right here. And that was causing a jam. But we should be operational now. Yes. All right, we're good. Let's tighten everything back up and go back to testing this. Okay, so we should be all up and running. Check out the hat. Ah, yeah? I'm a welder, bro. Okay, we got it all hooked up. Let's turn on. I'm turning the feed down to 5, halfway. Everything that, you know, it's on minimum. We've got our ground on here. Piece of exhaust pipe. You set it in just like that so it can't wiggle around. Gloves, instructions, or really troubleshooting. Yeah. So I know you should use a cleaner on this, spray it all down, get it all clean. We're not doing that today. I'm not building an exhaust. We are just making sure that this all runs. And can you lay a bead with this right now? All right, let's get going. Okay, here we go. So it just kind of attached itself there. Let's see what I'm doing wrong here. I will say this auto darkening helmet did really good. Okay. So we just kind of, I'll show you, the feed's too fast for me, being new. That's what the garbage looked like right off the bat, okay? It looks terrible. I'm gonna turn this off. And nip this a little bit. Okay, so it's splattering. Okay, I turned the feed down a little bit. I'm gonna turn up the heat a little bit. And let's go from here. Oh, whoops. Okay, some resemblance of a bead. This is not a good bead. Chill out. Okay, so we moved it a little bit better, Now, it's real hot. I don't know if you knew that. These gloves are working, but it's still really hot. So I have this up to max. I have the wire speed at a 3. Check this out again. Okay, now we have a little bit resemblance of a bead. A little bit. It's not good. I'm not saying that it's good. This is what we're doing. We're just figuring it out, all right? We are figuring it out. It's gonna be fun. Point of today's video was, let's get it all set up. Let's see if we can get a whole setup to weld. And for under $300, you can get it done. Questions, criticisms, I'm ready for them. If you have any criticisms or comments as to what we can do to start learning, right? So is there certain, like, get 2 sheets of, or 2 pieces of stainless and start, welding those together. Anything, tips, tricks of the trades you have, leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching.